Imagine this. Tomorrow morning, every human on Earth disappears. No explosions, no war, no zombies. People simply vanish. What happens next? How long would your house survive? When would the lights go out? Would roads last forever? Would skyscrapers remain standing? Would nature reclaim everything? Or would every city humans ever built eventually disappear without a trace? The answer is far stranger than you might think, because abandoned cities don't die all at once. They disappear one tiny piece at a time. Chapter 1. The first 24 hours. The moment a city is abandoned, nothing dramatic happens. Cars remain parked, traffic lights continue changing, computers stay on, televisions keep playing, electricity still flows through the power grid. From a distance, everything looks perfectly normal. But beneath the surface, a countdown has already begun. Power plants require constant human supervision. Fuel must be delivered. Pressure must be monitored. Repairs must be made. Without people, the system begins to fail. Within hours, power stations automatically shut down. Entire cities fall into darkness. For the first time in decades, the night sky becomes visible again. Chapter 2. The city goes silent. The silence would be unsettling. No engines, no conversations, no airplanes overhead, no construction, no sirens. Only the sound of wind and animals slowly returning. Pets trapped indoors begin searching for food. Some escape, others cannot. Zoo animals become an entirely different challenge. Some enclosures eventually break. Large predators wander into empty streets. At the same time, wild animals begin entering cities. Foxes, deer, wild boars, coyotes, even bears in some regions. Places once ruled by humans become open territory again. Nature notices the absence immediately. Chapter 3. The water takes over. Within days, another invisible system begins failing. Water pumps stop working, pipes lose pressure, clean drinking water disappears. Then something unexpected happens. Water starts flowing where it shouldn't. Rainwater collects on rooftops, gutters clog with leaves, water seeps into tiny cracks. At first, the damage is almost invisible, but water is incredibly patient. Every winter it freezes, every summer it expands. Tiny cracks become larger. Concrete slowly breaks apart. One storm after another, the city begins to weaken, not through explosions, but through millions of tiny drops of water. Chapter 4. The invasion of plants. Humans spend enormous effort keeping nature under control. We mow grass, trim trees, pull weeds, repair roads. Without maintenance, plants waste no time. Tiny seeds carried by the wind land inside cracks. A little rain, a little sunlight, and life begins again. Grass appears between sidewalks. Bushes grow through parking lots. Tree roots push beneath asphalt. Roots are surprisingly powerful. Over time, they lift roads, split foundations, break sidewalks apart. Entire streets slowly disappear beneath vegetation. Nature isn't attacking the city. It's simply taking back what was always hers. Chapter 5. The fall of buildings. People often imagine abandoned skyscrapers standing forever, but buildings have an enemy: time. Steel rusts, concrete cracks, glass shatters, wood rots. Every material eventually fails. Modern buildings survive because humans constantly repair them. Replace leaking roofs, paint exposed steel, fix broken pipes. Without maintenance, small problems become massive ones. A leaking roof becomes a collapsed ceiling. A cracked wall becomes structural failure. After decades, many buildings begin collapsing under their own weight. The tallest structures usually fall last, but eventually, even they surrender. Chapter 6. When animals return. As cities decay, wildlife flourishes. Birds nest inside office buildings. Bats occupy subway tunnels. Trees grow through apartment windows. Lakes form inside underground parking garages. Former shopping malls become forests. The city transforms into something completely new. Not a ruin, but an ecosystem. Ironically, human cities create habitats unlike anything found in nature. Some species adapt so well, they thrive better than before. Life doesn't disappear, it simply changes owners. Chapter 7. After 100 years. A century passes surprisingly quickly. Road markings fade away. Wooden houses collapse. Bridges weaken. Metal structures become heavily corroded. Most vehicles are little more than rusted shells. Glass windows have shattered. Furniture has decayed. Books have turned to dust. Many neighborhoods are almost impossible to recognize. Only the strongest structures remain. Churches, stone monuments, massive concrete buildings. Even then, they continue losing their battle against weather. Chapter 8. After 1,000 years. Now imagine 1,000 years have passed. Almost every modern building is gone. Roads are buried beneath soil, forests cover former cities, rivers have changed course. Only scattered fragments remain. Perhaps a bridge, pieces of tunnels, foundations beneath the earth. An archaeologist from the distant future might know people once lived here, but they would struggle to imagine millions of lives once filled these streets. Entire civilizations can vanish surprisingly quickly. History has already shown us this. Cities like Angkor, Machu Picchu, and many ancient settlements were eventually reclaimed by nature after people left. Modern cities would face the same fate, just on a different scale. Chapter 9. After 10,000 years. 10,000 years, longer than all recorded history. Almost nothing recognizable survives. Steel is gone, wood has vanished, glass has weathered, concrete has broken apart. Even famous landmarks become fragments buried beneath layers of earth. Future intelligent beings, human or otherwise, might discover unusual patterns beneath the ground. Perfectly straight lines, strange foundations, artificial materials. They might realize someone was here, but they may never know who. Cities feel permanent, massive, unstoppable. But permanence is an illusion. Every skyscraper depends on people. Every road depends on maintenance. Every bridge depends on repair. Without humans, our greatest creations don't last forever. Nature doesn't destroy civilization overnight. It simply waits, patiently, silently. One crack, one root, one drop of water at a time. Because in the end, Earth doesn't need humans to survive, but every city humans have ever built needs humans. The greatest cities in history once believed they would last forever. Most are now ruins. So perhaps the real question isn't what happens to abandoned cities. It's 1,000 years from now, will anyone even know ours existed?